You don't understand it, bruv.
Bro, the mics are live now.
Let them be live, innit, bruv? You're the one who started.
Bro, press the transition, man.
Oh my, bruv, can you let the guy breathe, bruv?
Bro, the mics are live now.
Let them be
Bullying,
live,
moving.
bruv. You're the one who started.
Jesus.
Bro, press the transition.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, we can someone, bro.
What's going on?
We are live. Guys, I'm Joe, one third of the Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Revenue GS, and welcome back to our first Sith Temple live on a Sunday, straight to your chest, no church. Well, this is your new church, innit? Since everybody's on lockdown, this is your new church, Sith Temple. You see me? Now, look, the way we run things is we talk, you guys jump on the super chat, all donations, and let us know, comments that you want it to be read, questions that wants to be read. And remember, new update, there's a new Sith Temple Patreon section now that you can head over to patreon.com / the cyber nerds, and you'll find yourself. It's not. He hasn't been updated. So man was just over here gassing me about, yeah man, the cyber nerds got a new pages for the Sith Temple thing.
You're making yourself look mad.
It's not on.
Before we start, guys, obviously, it's you guys' first time in the Sith Temple live, so we're just gonna do something that we usually do. We're gonna read the code in it. Get me? So, please be ready. Bow your heads. Close your eyes for a second. Take this seriously. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The force shall free me. Alright. Anyway.
In case you didn't notice, that sound is also on the lower third, isn't it? Like,
they can't see that.
If the force is strong enough with you, they'll caught that, innit?
You can't see that.
But that's that. So we're pretty much just talking about just being the Sith Temple, just being part of the Sith and all everything Star Wars. So do you wanna kind of like take that away or?
No. You go ahead.
Look, because he's got everything. So now he wants to put me on the spot.
I have got. What do you mean? I've got everything.
Go on. Just run it. Can you run the show?
What are you talking about right now? What do you mean I've got everything?
Can you run the show like what we're supposed to talk about today?
Traitor! We're talking about Star Wars, isn't it?
Can you start then?
Why are you? What's wrong with you, man? You're being weird right now,
bro. Can you just? What's wrong with you?
Guys, am I tripping or is you're tripping, fam? The first time ever, you just run the show.
Yeah, run the like what? Don't you have the questions or what we're supposed to talk about today?
What questions?
What's wrong with this? The sun is out, so it's just all over the place.
I've been outside in 2 weeks, bro.
That says a lot. That says a lot.
I don't go out anyway, fam. It's quarantine to life.
I can't follow.
Anyway, look, guys. Basically, yeah. Today we're talking about us being Siths, decision to be a Sith, and why. So, like, the first question I pose to you, Raven, is why are you a member of the dark side? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, basically, your first time watching Star Wars or whatever, or not even your first time watching Star Wars, like, whenever you realized you had to pick a side that day, you might not even remember that day, but why did you go the way you went? Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what? Yeah, it was never about choosing a side. I think I just came to realization, like, the more I watched Star Wars, there were certain things that were wrong. Do you know what I mean? So, and one of the main things for me is being a free being. And the way the Jedi are just shackled to these rules who they don't even follow it. Do you know what I'm saying? They oppose these rules on themselves, which I don't even know where it came from, and the way they don't follow it. So over the period of time, I was just like, there's something wrong with these lot. The Sith in itself, they were just free beings. Like, whether they were right or wrong, they were free beings. While the Jedi is just like, oh, we're the peacekeepers. This is just a quick example, but you're not really a peacekeeper. Do you know what I mean? So, and this is not just from 30 years back. This is like from way back, which in itself, members of the Jedi started the whole Sith thing. So, just like myself, those beings one day woke up and was like, yo, there's something wrong here. Because when I first started, like many people, when we first started watching Star Wars, no one goes and sides with Vader in the first place. Like, episode 4, it's all about Luke and Obi-Wan. Do you know what I'm saying? So before that whole plot twist came about, bruv, before anyone knew Anakin was, everybody was on the Jedi side. But as time goes, as story gets more and more developed, and we get exposed to more and more things, you kind of realize, like, yo, there's something wrong here. Do you know what I mean? So that's where I decided to just take that turn to the dark side, innit?
Alright, so do you think? So basically, do you think that what was the first Star Wars movie you watched? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was episode 4.
Episode 4 was the first Star Wars movie you watched. So at that time,
even though I used to get it confused with episode 5 because of the Ewoks.
So at that time, you was on no one's side.
Yeah,
or,
you was
or
just-
you or you was.
Do you know what? At that time, I was on the lightsaber side because that's what it was, isn't it? Like when you first start watching Star Wars, it was those few scenes with the lightsaber, and you had this big guy in black with a mask who just breathed differently. Do you know what I mean? So, but my most vivid memories are from Episode 5, innit, with the Ewoks and stuff, because them man just moved mad.
That's cool, man. I think for me, when we're talking about like making a decision, I think even from like watching Star Wars way back when, like I don't actually really remember the first time I watched Star Wars, which is mad to me because it's like I don't know.
So you have no recollect, like
I
no
have
scenes, no nothing.
Bruv, I have no I don't remember the first time I watched Star Wars. The
That's
earliest
crazy.
memory I have of watching Star Wars was The Phantom Menace in a cinema. Do you know what I'm saying? That's like 99. But that wasn't the first time I watched Star Wars. I had watched Star Wars before then. Do you get what I'm saying? But like, I just don't remember. So I feel like that's how like deep in Star Wars man was like. Because I got older brothers, it's like I might have watched it with them as a baby. Do you know what I'm saying? And then
so
just
you
been
wouldn't
seeing
remember.
it bare time. So I don't remember. I just always know what it was. And I think for me, I wouldn't say, like I've never really like been a fan of Luke. Like even before the prequels, even before that. And I always just thought Vader was cool as shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like man saw Vader and was like, bruh, this brother's sick, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Get me. And it's like Vader was hard, but like he wasn't even a top level boss. Do you know what I'm saying? If you just watch the original trilogy, in it, he becomes the top level boss when he throws Palpatine off the ting. But at the same time, it's like the whole time, there's certain man who talk crud to him, like Tarkin talks down to man, Palpatine talks down to man, and you're like there was just some different dynamic with the whole Star Wars thing that I thought was lit.
You know what, like it's just to me, like I know you mentioned episode 1. I've got a funny how I became about episode 1. I just have these memories. Like I think I would watch Star Wars once a year. Like it would just come about, and like I said, like I would have these. I've got these memories where I'll be like, "Yo, where's the Ewoks on this thing?" Because like,
This guy's fascinated with Ewoks.
I don't know what it was, because you know what? It wasn't because I was fascinated by it. It's because it was just one of the things I would remember. So when I'm watching episode 4, I'm like, "Yo, what's going on here? Like, did I miss the part?" You know what I'm saying? There was a massive confusion for me until later down the years, maybe around year 5, year 6, that I started to peep. Oh, these are actually episodes, and I've been watching different ones, and this is where you know what I'm saying, man. Just watching them randomly. With episode 1, this is how I came about episode. I didn't even know episode 1 came out. Right, it was my birthday. It was my first birthday here in England, right? So man ain't got no family, no nothing, and I was supposed to go cinema, and something happened that day, and it was shut down. I think it was a Sunday or something, so everything was shut down. Obviously, man didn't know like the ends or anything like that, and mom was like, "Look, cinema's long, something's happened, can't go down the store and buy yourself a movie." And I'm like, cool. So I go down, I get the movie, and I just see this gold box. I still got it here. This just gold VCR box, and it says Star Wars in it. So I'm like, alright, it's Star Wars, but I didn't even think I clocked it was episode 1. I just thought it was just one of the episodes I've seen before. I just purchased the thing. Two. I'm like, yo,
what is this madness?
bruv, and this is why I fell in love with Maul, bruv. Because Maul was on a different. I was like, what is like? I was confused again, and I just see this guy Maul moving mad, moving differently. I've never seen it before, and here's the thing about Star Wars. When I first started watching it, I was watching it for the lightsaber stuff. Now, if you go back to those movies, there's barely any lightsaber duel. While with Maul, there's a couple of scenes that are actually pretty long. Do you know what I'm saying? Even right at the beginning, Qui-Gon with Thing, they get trapped, they're in the corridor. So there's quite a lot of scenes. So episode 1 just became my thing, and I must have rinsed that movie for time, bruv.
No, I even forgot what I was gonna say, bruv. But I think the prequels for me, yeah, bruv, man loves them, fam. Man loves them. It's like I just think that I don't get I don't want to talk about the whole issue with fandom and all this other stuff. Like, man always touches on it, yeah.
Mad
Like,
man.
but I don't understand people's beef sometimes. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, raw, like, whatever your gateway is, like, there's a you out there who's gonna watch episode 9. Episode 9 will be their first Star Wars movie they ever watch, bruv. And that will make them fall in love with Star Wars, fam. Like, how can you be angry at a movie that furthers the thing that you love, regardless of whether you don't agree with the content that was put out? Do you get what I'm saying? And like, you keep bringing up Ewoks, bruv. There's bare man that hate Ewoks, but bruv, like, what? Ewoks is the one thing you, as a you,
I remember
latched onto, and that thing stayed there,
and you
bruv.
think
Like,
about it, if anything, that's what probably made me grasp onto Star Wars more than anything else. Like, bruv, did I grasp onto Luke, Obi-Wan? No, it was the Ewoks, bro. Like Chewbacca and them, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man
maybe
said Chewbacca and them.
bro, like it was. I don't know what it was about it. I guess because they were like wild, bro. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, as a wild child, you just pick up those traits in it. But no, you do have a great point, and this is where I'm like, yo, and even like dating what all the way back. That's a long time ago. Like, no, not internet. Like, so I think people would be crazy back then about it. You know what I'm saying? But then again, Star Wars comes from a whole different. What was the first movie?
Bruv, someone's gonna get man right now, fam.
Bruv, I'm not a librarian in it, so
I said I'm not a librarian. I want to say 88 was the first one.
Nah, before that. No, I think it's before that.
Bruv, let me fact check.
Bruv, Sam is the tech, bruv.
Sam's not doing
Look,
that,
it's Sam's just what? It's all, so you couldn't just quickly shout out, no?
Nah.
Oh my days, bro. This guy. Yo, someone like I'm pretty sure there's someone in the comments already that wrote it down.
77. Boom. I knew it was a double. Do you get what I'm saying? But I went 88. I don't know. Maybe I was thinking
Definitely not
something
80s. Definitely not 80s.
77.
So
my bad. No one kill me, bro.
Bro, that's quite a long time, like.
See, and that's what I'm saying. This is why I think I can't remember, because basically I just think they were always on in my house when I was younger. And man just always knew Star Wars like that. Alright, so like basically what's your favourite like prequel of the movie of the prequels? What's your favourite movie and why?
Prequels, man. I don't think I have one.
You ain't got alright, cool. I'm gonna jump to me in it. My favourite prequels movies has gotta be Revenge of the Sith. Like, I think Revenge of the Sith is my favourite Star Wars. And I think, do you know what? The only thing is, because I haven't watched episode 9 100 times yet, 100 times yet, I'm still like shaky, but I really do believe that Revenge of the Sith will be my favourite Star Wars movie ever, fam.
You know, I say
until they start making movies where it's just like we're only focusing on the Sith, bro. And I think episode 3, yeah, Revenge is my favourite because like the unraveling of Anakin Skywalker, is a madness, bro. Because it's like that whole scenario could have went so many different ways, yeah. But you've got this governing body who are exploiting this all-star athlete, yeah, like while holding him back. Do you know what I'm saying? While deceiving him. Like, he's getting it on all fronts, bruv. Alright, you can be on a Jedi Council, but you ain't got the rank, bruv. So you're holding man back. But you're exploiting him because you're sending him out to do all your crud. Instead of sending Yoda and them, man, the council, you know what I'm saying? You're sending Anakin, bruv. Yeah? There. And then you're deceiving him. Where you're like, yo, bruv, hey, Anakin, go lie to Palpatine and go watch him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you man don't see that you man created Darth Vader even more than Palpatine did, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. It's crazy because I know yours was my thing, but to me, number 3, I just find it so frustrating for Anakin, bruv. Like, bruv, it triggers me differently. I remember not too long ago, maybe about 6-8 months ago, I'm sitting here watching Revenge of the Sith, and I'm blacking out, bruv. I am blacking out. Like, especially what you just spoke, that scene. Like, yo, how can you man have me here but not make me? Boom, boom, boom. Like, Anakin's bare frustrated. Then down the corridor, Obi-Wan chases man. Oh, don't worry, you'll get it. But can you do this for man? Like,
It's P. It makes me sick, you know. It makes me
bruv,
sick, bro.
like,
It makes me sick.
It's crazy to me. I find number 3 so frustrating, but at the same time, after that, I find it so satisfying because like you man had it coming. Do you know what I'm saying? You had it.
Man had all the 66 covers.
Bruv, you had it, bro. You're focused in the wrong things. I also think
Execute
it being
Order 66.
what's the word I'm looking for? Like people like what's Samuel Jackson's character?
Mace Windu.
Mace Windu. In over his head, like yo, yeah, you're the second in position, but bruv, you're not doing things right. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not moving right. You're not saying the right things for a young upcoming Jedi Master. Traitor! You're supposed to be guiding this man, bruv. The kind of stuff you're saying to him, wrong energy. Do you know what I mean? So it frustrates me, man. It frustrates me. But number 3 is definitely up there for me, bruv.
Bruv, you are not copping out of this thing, bruv. You have to pick one,
bruv. Like obviously, but I can't pick 4 and
no,
5.
out of 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, like
which one is your favorite?
It would be 3, but like I can't. Alright, cool. I'm gonna just say 3, so we're not going back and forth.
Bruv, what's what we're here for? I just want to know the truth.
No, bruv, it's 3, obviously, but yeah, it's 3. It's 3. That's all there is to it anyway. Come on, what are we gonna talk about here? Luke. What's his face?
What are you talking? Baby Anakin, fam.
Oh my, Chewbacca and them lot. Like, that's not even this. But this is what I'm saying. Like, how can you pick from those 3 if the first 2 has nothing to do with us? So there's no. So when you're asking me what's your favorite, there isn't a favorite because the other 2 don't really even count. Think about it.
You said episode 1 and 2.
Yeah, because it's more of the foundation of where we started at. So where Vader starts, yeah, I love 1. Yeah, that's cool. What's in 2? Just politics. Like nothing really happens there. So yeah, although we do have that in the first one. Okay, for me it's just small. Like, all right, cool. You found baby Anakin and Qui-Gon. You know what? Yeah, they did Qui-Gon wrong there.
They did Qui-Gon dirty.
I understand. That was just his first introduction. Much like Maul, and after that you had other stuff coming through. But from what I'm read from Qui-Gon, fam, allow me with that. So to me, it's not really even a 1 and 2 thing. There's only one thing.
One thing I do want to jump on Star Wars is they are, I don't know, at the movies, yeah, are so sick with doing characters dirty, fam. Like, bruv, you get introduced to Maul. Like, me personally, I love Maul's story. I don't love Maul the character. Do you get what I'm saying? And when I saw episode 1, I didn't really love man. I was like, oh yeah,
because there was nothing for you to love.
Yeah, you got moves. No, he's got moves in that. He's got moves.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
But that's about it.
Man didn't care. But I think after learning more about Qui-Gon, yeah, and knowing that, look, bruv, Qui-Gon's not even a Jedi, bruv. Like, Qui-Gon's on a different level, fam. He's on next things, fam, bruv. Like, he was, bruv, like a week away from going to the dark side, fam. In my eyes, fam. Because the stuff he would say, the stuff he's on, the stuff he does, bruv, he was against them, man. Even him taking Anakin, bruv. You see it in a movie. No, you got a Padawan. You can't have another one. This kid's too old, bruv.
He was like,
dead that. Obi-Wan's good, fam. What? Like, imagine being Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
You're getting dashed to the side for some youth. Like, some slave youth, bruv. Some slave youth that's too old anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just happy that they've furthered
Qui-Gon's story.
But I also feel that Qui-Gon somehow, some way should come onto the screen so we can get even more of him. Now, the only reason why I think Qui-Gon didn't jump ship is because of Obi-Wan.
See, and this is...
What did I read? Master and Apprentice. Like, yo, because you know what's crazy? I didn't even know this, but Count Dooku was his master.
I know.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. So you have, and the way he grows up, his surroundings is Qui-Gon, is Cypher Diaz master, who was also not following the rules. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bruv.
Like, bruv, even her, bruv, they did a dirty, bruv. Oh my days, bruv. Traitor! Like, and this is where I could force choke the hell out of Yoda, fam.
Before you even get there, look, guys, super chat or donation, let us know like what Star Wars character got done dirty the most. Like, not just the prequels, whole saga. Like in the movies got done dirty the most. Go on, fam. Go on.
It's all right. Just one. I'm gonna spoil it for you, but you don't read the book, so you don't really care. So so someone holds is blackmailing her. So she's passing on. She's leaking information, right? And later on, we find out the reason why she was leaking information because they were blackmailing because she was pregnant. And things like who is it? I think it's Qui-Gon. It's like, yo, how you expect her to come to you, man, when you're imposing all this stuff? And even Yoda's like, he says, yeah, like, but bruv, you're the head of this thing.
Fam, the thing man gives Yoda such a blight, bruv, and I don't know why,
bruv,
fam.
He shouldn't.
Yoda, bruv, trained Dooku, fam. Dooku cut on, man.
Basket.
Dooku trained Qui-Gon, who's like, I'm telling you, a week away from going dark, fam. Obi-Wan, then, they're like, one of my favorite Jedis, probably my favorite Jedi, Obi-Wan.
It has to be Obi-Wan.
Who got discarded, yeah, like probably before he was old enough, do you know what I'm saying? Is then the one who's left to carry Anakin, fam. And he fails at that mission to keep Anakin on the good side.
That mission was already failed, bro.
Bruv.
From time you don't have the backup.
But that's the thing, but
Obi-Wan can do.
Obi-Wan, I believe, was at a disadvantage from jump. The way Qui-Gon, like, kind of disregarded, man. You're good, bruv. You're good. You're good, bruv. You're alright, fam. But look how old Anakin was, and him and Obi-Wan were still running together. Them man were both masters on the council together.
Yeah, bro.
Bruv.
That just shows the. It's crazy, man. It's crazy because, like, to me, like, so I just finished reading what's his face, what's Palpatine's master? Plagueis, right? And the crazy thing about it, you know, whenever you hear about Plagueis, I always think like centuries ago.
Yeah, but he's not.
He's not. He's around the corner, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, stop thinking this man is this 100 years old. No, bro, he was alive just 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Do you know what I'm saying? So the way these men are put, and he's around Plagueis as well. So now you got Plagueis, you got Palpatine coming up, you've got Dooku, who's already has his own issues, bruv. These men, when they were kids, they went on a school trip. Do you know where they took them to? Dooku's planet. Do you not think there was gonna be some sort of ramifications like with that kid? Like, his account, bro. Like their family runs the whole planet. Oh, I'm just gonna take this youth there after taking it from his family. Bruv, his dad hates him. Like, do you know what I'm saying? He's got a sister, bruv. Oh, do you think there would not be a connection? Like the same way you have your connection with your bro, the same way I have with mine. Oh no, you'd be fine. Let's just go for a school trip. But then something happens and you want to scope the little youth because the force guided him to go somewhere. Bro, this is these are just mad. It's just mad. Now, one thing I think is really done well with Star Wars episodes. They give us one side of the story. If you peep it, yeah, then you get the books who give you the whole crud. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to you to pick whatever side you go. If you just stick with the episodes, you're easily gonna lean towards the Jedi. Cause like,
I don't agree with that, fam, because it's like, like me, man's listened to maybe 2-3 books max.
Yeah, but that's
and even before I read the books,
bruv. You're the Dooku's who left, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? You're the man who left. There is people who just stayed forever, bruv. Forever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's the same thing. So I think that's what the episodes do, and that's what the books do. And this is what's so sick. Is like, how can you, man, just be here when this book's just telling you everything about slavery? Qui-Gon on the mission with
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan. He's representing the council because his brethren was there. So he's like, oh, you're the best person to deal with this guy. Oh, there's things. Oh, no, I can't sign this on behalf of the council. Even though the council said, yeah, but the council don't know the loops of it. Because basically what it was saying is, if we sign this treaty, we're giving you unlimited forever to run this planet. Now, the thing is, if you commit a crime, your punishment is labor, slavery. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Anyone can come in and say, yo, you did this. Boom. You're in the mines. Spice, running spice. Bro, it's mad. So obviously, Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon clocks his thing. It's like, look, no, there's a loop here. Something wrong here. I can't sign this. Goes back to Yoda. Oh, so what? You're the big man now, yeah? You're the one saying, bro, I can't sign this. If you might want to sign it, sign it. But I'm not signing on your behalf. Are you mad? Do you know what I'm saying? And then Yoda comes with the self-righteous. Oh, what? You're supposed to save the whole world, the whole planet, the whole universe? Ah, shut your mouth, bro. Like, it's like I said, Yoda's the worst for me, innit? Crazy.
Bro, I'm with you. Anyway, let's move on. So, guys, look, jump in the comment section, jump in the super chat, let us know your favourite episode on the prequels, what character gets done the dirtiest as well. Alright, so the next one is just, bro, next trilogy, the original trilogy. Your favourite movie there, and why?
So we got episode 4.
A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi.
All the movies are dead to me, bro. Bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's because you know those first 3, they're giving, and this is what I just said, bro. They're giving you their side. But how can I be on this side and say, yeah, I'll pick this one, I'll pick 5, I'll pick 4, no, bro, it made no sense to me, bro. Do you know what I mean? So, if anything, like maybe episode 4, because man gets introduced to everything, the whole world is new. Do you know what I'm saying? But, well, which one is the one with Boba? Is it Boba? Django? Is it Boba or Django? I can't remember.
Django's in the prequel, fam. Boba's in 5.
There you go, bro. To me, they're all the same. Nah, I can't really pick out of them because they're not really. Bro, I've got all the movies here. I'll go watch all the Sith stuff, bro, and barely touch these, like 4, 5, and 6. Barely touch them, bruv. Who I'm gonna look at? Luke. I hate Luke, bruv. Shut up, bruv. You're Anakin's you over here running mad, bruv. Crazy, bruv.
I actually know you.
Which one is it? They go to Dagobah. 5.
Yeah, Strikes Back, fam.
Or maybe Strikes Back.
Fam. Empire is my favourite, isn't it? 5 is my favourite.
But I think I'll have to go with that. Yeah.
Fam, Yoda dies in the thing, fam. Just to get me. Fam, just off that, bro. Yoda takes the L, fam, cuts. He says, bro, Yoda says, 900 years of me doing crud.
Oh, man.
Deuces! Man just disappears, man. Man turns to dust. Bro, you know that gif, bro, of the you like this? That's Yoda and Empire, fam. Cutting on man, like, yeah, I fucked this shit up for 1,000 years.
Jesus.
Now I'm out. Good luck, Luke.
Oh, my chest.
Fam. Nah, bro. That's my favourite, fam.
What happens in 6?
In 6? Bro, Luke comes back as the Jedi. You know what I'm saying? Chopping man up. Saves Leia in the Jabba the Hutt's thing, fam. Oh. All of that, bro.
Oh, because Finn got frozen, innit?
Yeah, carbonite,
bro. She's a slave.
What'd you say before?
Isn't she a slave?
Yeah. I thought you said something else.
Look at him.
I thought you said something else. Yeah, fam. Alright, cool, but we'll ban the original.
Wait, question. Off that, yeah? Bruv, this is how you know these men are mad, bruv. What do you think was happening while Leia was there, bruv? What do you think was happening while Leia was there, bruv? At the hut thing, bruv. And then Han goes and has another you. Fam, like, if you're not reading these things here, bruv, it's mad. Fam, like, yeah, look, now his mind's running what were these men doing, bruv?
Bruv, the thing is, yeah, let me not even talk bad of Han innit, but come on, Han, bruv. Han some fake ladies, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, fam. But man sees man for what? How many movies? Man's with one thing the whole time, fam. Get me? Bro, man's got game, but it's not that. It's not, bro. He's not Johnny Bravo, fam.
Jesus. Yeah, I would definitely wouldn't put a Johnny Bravo thing in it. I think he's just the pretend, and it's just like good girl likes bad boy in it, like. But is he even a bad boy like that? I don't know.
To me, he's just about his ones, bro.
Even his Kessel Run wasn't even his. He wasn't even his due, fam.
Bro, let's not talk about that.
No, you have to because it's canon now.
Bruv, I don't care if it's canon,
and
fam.
that's just solidifies
that movie's character assassination, fam. That whole, bruv, I don't even love Han Solo like that, yeah. But that movie is just assassination. In fact, you know what? I guess I'm wrong because obviously over the movie. No, I'm not talking about that. Over the movies, he's with the other thing. In Solo, in Solo, a Star Wars story, he's in love with some next thing, and she breaks man's heart, and all of this.
All of a sudden, man's
a savage now. Get me? But the Kessel Run, yeah, I think is one of the worst things these.
I don't know who signed that, bro.
Bruv, we're gonna have the Kessel Run, and we're gonna have man cheat to do it, fam, and that's gonna be the way. Oh, it's not. It's the worst thing ever, fam. It's the worst.
You know what? I'm glad
ever.
you have.
Lies!
Plus now.
Bro, I'll never watch that again, bro.
You're not gonna watch it?
Never.
No, you have to, bro.
There's no way.
You have to.
There's no, bro. Seeing that movie one time was enough, bro.
Bro, do you know how much opportunity you're gonna miss to rip Han even further?
I don't want to rip Han.
Nah, fam.
Bro, I don't want it, bro. Listen, like I said, I don't love Han, but he's one of those characters that I don't feel to get onto, bro. Get me? He was cool, bro. Played his part. He was a good guy, bro. And they just assassinated this brother in that movie.
They actually did, bro.
And
I was actually upset for
that.
that.
They tried to throw Maul in at the end to make everyone happy. Shut your mouth. How dare you disrespect us to think, oh, if you show us Maul for 30 seconds, bruv, that man's just going to be like, oh, yeah, that 2 hours of bullshit's cool. Are you mad, bruv? Shut up, man.
Oh, yeah, I was, yeah, bruv. It's mad.
Nah, bruv. All right, cool, bruv. Anyway, all right, so what? Five. And Yoda actually died in 6. Yoda actually dies in 6. In 6, not 5. But in my mind,
Jedi scum.
Oh yeah, because he's supposed to return today.
Yeah. And then when he comes back, man dies.
Man's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
deuces, I'm out.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Alright,
5's still my favourite though. 5's still my favourite. Alright, new trilogy.
Yeah. Oh, it's gotta be number 9.
Is it?
It's gotta be number 9. Even though we don't rate without getting the Blu-ray and watch a few times, but it's easy number 9. I mean, this is something that I've always wanted from the Star Wars, for someone who's deep into the books, and I always feel like some type of way why they don't put force stuff into the movies, why they skip so much of that stuff and they introduce stuff that people like me, I don't really care about. Maybe other people there do like it. Me, I don't. So just seeing that the way they brought Palpatine back, the way the Force was used. Yeah, they used they've got like, it's almost like a Sith Academy, although it's not a Sith Academy, but I loved it, man. I loved
Sith
it.
Acolytes or whatever.
Yeah, so
Eternals, my bad. Sith Eternals.
I mean, I loved the way Kylo and Rey going back and forth, bruv. That is peak levels, bro. Like, and I'm mad. 6, 7 didn't really like.
You mean 7, 8.
7, 8 didn't really push more towards that grand finale.
See,
bro.
and this is the thing. This is how people do all the time, fam. Because I feel like 7 and 8 and 9 go together so well. 7 is my least favorite. Is my least favorite. But there's one thing that happens in there that I've always, and this might just be me making stuff up in my mind. Huh?
In 7?
In 7. There's one thing that happens in 7 that makes me like think that, yeah, like this, not this whole thing was a plan, because obviously we know through real life that one guy's writing a story, the next guy's writing a story. But it makes sense, bro, because when Kylo tries to mind rape Rey,
No, don't get me wrong.
she mind rapes man back.
There is segments there.
Bro,
there is segments
that connection there.
That is peak.
That connection there.
But there's so much more they could have put in and got rid of other scenes.
Yeah, bro, I'm not saying there's enough. There will never be enough Sith stuff in a episode movie. There'll never be enough. There'll never be enough. But I just feel like
No, it doesn't have to particularly be a Sith. Just
Force, bruv. They'll never.
just story wise that drives to there. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, we've got snippets like you just mentioned, but there's so much crap in there that I'm like, what am I here for? Like, why am I getting this? While there's other sort of information that you can put through that adds more value to the trilogy. That's all.
I hear you. For me, I can't decide out of 8 and 9 which one's my favorite. And I think this is more so because it's not, like I said, because it's not out Blu-ray yet or whatever. Man can't watch it 100 times.
When did that come out? That came out in.
I think it's on Disney Plus now. Is it on Disney Plus? Or am I thinking of 8?
No, I don't think it's on Disney Plus.
Maybe I'm thinking of Endgame. I saw Endgame on Disney Plus.
No, it's all everything there, but not Star Wars.
Well, I want episode 9 in it to watch it again. But like, bruv, I just love the Kylo Ren character. I think 8 for me is so sick because there's just so much gangster stuff that happens in 8 that I think gets looked over. Kylo killing Snoke is just a bad boy move.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
The way it happened, the way it did, the beef in the throne room was sick. I think that Luke being unraveled the way he was makes it, bruv. Bruv, seeing this brother run around realizing, oh, the Jedi weren't shit. Like, man realizes that, bruv. Imagine a shoot, yeah. You know when he came up, like, he only ever had stories of the Jedi. He only had stories because the Jedi Council was done. All the 66 already happened. The man got wiped. Yeah, so he's just a youth growing up, hearing these fairy tales about the Jedi. Gets to be a grown man. First, he tries to make his own Jedi Academy. Ting fails. Then he's like a grown, big man, bruv. Big 50-year-old, 60-year-old man. And he's looking back and he's like, rah, these man were wrong. Lies. These man tried to do this thing. Lies. Palpatine's there. Lies. In that other room. Like, imagine the Jedi Council's there. Palpatine, Sith Lord #1.
Probably got the room bug too.
Got the room bug sitting next door. Like, is this what you man are talking about me, bro? Me, bro. Fam, it's mad to me. And I feel like him having that realization there, like, is just top level for me, as well as the whole stuff with Rey's like vision, like going into the thing.
That was so deep.
And seeing herself. And the only thing that upsets me about that is that in 9, she's Palpatine's granddaughter. But at the same time, I don't have an issue with that because I don't
have an issue with that.
The message in the cave is the same. Do you know what I'm saying? That your parents aren't important. Like, they're not important. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, her lineage actually is not important at all. Do you get what I'm saying? Whether she's a Palpatine or
well,
whatever.
the Force was never about lineage, innit? Like,
yeah.
But I think because we've been caught up with the Skywalkers, like, we got spoiled, so now we just think, oh, like, it's lineage, but it really ain't. It's about individuals and how the Force manifested through you, and that's that. Do you know what I mean? It's not like the Force go, oh no, I'm gonna pick your family, and you know the Kimwin's gonna be the shit for. Nah, bro, it's not how it works. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's just the way it moves, and you just keep going. So but I am still. I want to see more connection between her and Palpatine. And maybe they'll give us obviously through different mediums, but I need to dive into that. I need to see, okay, how did this, because obviously reading the Palpatine book, like he was like perfect throughout his career because he had no kids, no nothing.
He was legging, bro.
He was just on point, like just doing his thing. Like even on in thing, Darth Plagueis book, like a lot of people try to move to him, and he's like, oh, like I'm married to my job and stuff like that. Like, but I can pass it on to you. You know what I'm saying? I think there's one scene where someone's supposed to be buff, and she just gives him like a contact card, and he gives to one of his brethren. Like, oh no, you can have it, bro. I'm good. You know what I mean? So I want to see what made him and who got him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, or did he get to one point where it was like, yo, is this part of my plan as well? Like, I need to harvest. You know?
See, for me, that's what I would think. Like, it's like, you know, in Watchmen, Ozymandias, bro. Like, man's just got the bank of his own stuff, bro. If I'm like, bro, if you're one of these evil villains, bro, like, that should just be normal to you. Like, not even normal. I didn't even know how to explain it really, but like, bruv, like, why are you not out there legging things trying to spread your seed? Like,
It's a continuation of you, innit?
Get
like,
me, bruv. That's just normal, bruv, innit? Like, for me, it's just normal things, innit? I feel like all of them, like, bruv, in the next Avengers movie, if we see one of Thanos' youths, I would not be surprised. What, you man dead in my dad? I'm coming through. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it just makes sense, innit? So, I thought that was calm, innit? But yeah, anyway, we're going to transition out of all this old things. We're going to talk about some new stuff. Guys, listen, I want to know your favourite episode, prequel, sequel, and original trilogy movies. Jump in the super chat if you've got a question, or the donations, and let us know like what you man are saying. Do you get what I'm saying? Like your views, your thoughts. Tell us that we're wrong. Tell us that we're right. Tell us that you're a Jedi or a Sith or a bounty hunter or whatever. But if you're gonna do that, just make sure you include why. Like why you made that choice. Like why do you think you belong to whatever house, race, or whatever thing you do in Star Wars? And if you're not like a huge Star Wars fan, just let us know how you got involved in Star Wars. Do you know what I'm saying? All of them things there. All right.
All of that. Why are you laughing? Like you're on crud already.
Bruv.
I just looked at the computer, start laughing, bro. Like
I'm not a no crowd fan. Listen, the next question is obviously, right now, I wanted to know like where do you think we're at in Star Wars? Do you know what I'm saying? In terms of content, universe, how the fandom is, like everything, like what's going on now? Because like remember, bruv, coming off of episode 8, then coming off of a Solo, let's say Star Wars was in a bad place generally. Okay. Get me? Like everyone was going crazy. Episode 9's got to be the best thing ever. Now we've got past all of that. Like obviously, I feel like this stuff doesn't necessarily affect me and you because it's like, bruv, like we're on our own thing. We're in our Sith temple. You know what I'm saying? The world could be burning outside. That's their issue, bruv. You get me? But what like where do you feel like Star Wars is right now with the content that you're getting, and where do you think where is it going?
Right, me, I don't know because for years, and I feel I've said this like years ago, maybe like 3-4 years ago, but I've said this is the best time a Star Wars fan could be living through. Do you know what I mean? Like there is people who went cinema for the first time, came and went and never got to see, read, watch this kind of content that we're getting. So me personally, like with the whole Disney getting hold of Star Wars franchise and legitly splitting the content, you know, yeah, it's a business, but it's a smart business to do, you know, like, because let's be honest, how many movies can you give, man? Like, you're limited with that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, time in itself is an essence when making movies, right? Making animation, time is essence as well because it takes a lot of time. Animation is almost like making a movie. Do you know what I mean? You got the animators, the modelers, you got sound. You're making a Star Wars animation. You're putting just as many elements, if not actually you put even more elements because it's easier to put in movies. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and now you also have the comics. You have the novels. So me personally, I'm still steady. Like whether the movies come out, whether Clone Wars Rebels season finish and you have to wait 5-6 months for the next new season to come. Me, Star Wars never stops for me. Like, yo, finish this book. Boom, jump on the next one. You know what I'm saying? And especially now I've jumped on the audiobook. Bruv, it's so much easier to digest like all this information, isn't it? So me personally, I think this is the best years Star Wars has ever had. Do you know what I'm saying? And now with adding Disney Plus, dude, we got a live action series. Like The Mandalorian, me personally, listen, it's gonna be hard to follow through that. It's gonna be hard to follow through that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you have never had anything like The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian is a beauty in itself. Do you know what I'm saying? And even though we haven't even tapped into Jedi, and you're tapping into, it's almost like Rogue One. It's like someone saw Rogue One and was like, yo, let's grab this concept, put in series, boom, and just give it a different character, and you just go from there. The man, I'll be just being here like working out to the Mandalorian score.
Bro, man,
It's mad.
I'm getting off topic. Alright, so what? Do you think there should be more spin-off movies? Okay, like, if you had to, like, what spin-off movies would you want? Like, it's up to you. Like,
I would love to see who would I want to see? I would love to see like maybe just based on
they can be
youths.
TV shows or
Yeah,
like
no,
whatever you
no.
want. Like, what if
For
you
me,
could have content?
I'm
what?
sticking with TV shows because
Alright.
it's so much easier to go away from the big spotlight. Do you know what I'm saying? I think whenever big movies, it puts a whole different type of pressure in the production, in the writers, you know what I'm saying, the whole franchise itself. Wow, when you kind of step away from it and be like, yo, we don't need to focus on these big characters, we can just go to the side. Bruv, who's Mandalorian? Just some next you who got picked up, whose parents got murked. And that's his story. Bruv, and if we don't have season 2 of the that is fine. Do you know what I'm saying? Move on to someone else. So me personally, bruv, you can go. So what? We've had the Mandalorian, bruv. You can do the Jedi Academy, the younglings coming up. You can easily just grab these youths who were supposed to be, who were doing big things, and I don't know. At the end, they dispersed. There's actually a guy in I think it's Vader down. Vader goes and beefs him. Like they some old guy.
I know you're.
Bro, give him his story. Why is he there by himself? Why is he not a Jedi anymore? He's a full sensitive guy. He was part of the.
You're
Jedi.
talking about the waterfall, right?
Yeah,
That
the
brother,
waterfall.
right?
Yeah. Bro, give me his story. Who was he? Give me his story as a youth.
What, and have him get killed by Vader at the end?
No. 'Cause
Well, that's obviously that happens in the comic book.
no, that happens in the comic book.
Yeah.
It's
You're
up-
just talking
it's
about
up
just
to you.
generally.
Yeah, it's up to you to follow through. And this is the thing about Star Wars that a lot of people don't get, bruv. Because the way they've made the Star Wars franchise now, if you're about this Star Wars life, you have to pick up everything. And even I don't do it because I don't. That's just me choosing not to pick up the Jedi stuff. I've got too much to handle in the first place, so I stick to what I want to stick. But bruv, if that's the path you want to take, you gotta go all the way through. Because then you start finding out about these characters who you never even heard of, but they were sick in the universe. So give me someone like him.
I think for me, I need content between episodes 6 and 7. I'd love a TV show of Ben Solo when he was young and good. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I would like to see his first turn to become Kylo Ren. Do you know what I'm saying?
Or even flirting with the dark side.
No, so the whole series would be that. So it'd be
Oh.
Ben Solo. Day one, I'm a good kid. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then the first night, he's in bed sleeping, and he hears whatever, Vader, and he hears Vader. Vader says something to him, or he hears Snoke. I would like that series.
You know,
what includes maybe not Adam Driver, because obviously man's gonna be too old for that thing, but a younger him, but include Mark Hamill as Luke,
right,
running the Jedi Academy.
right,
But it's focused on Ben.
right.
Do you know what I'm saying? I would love that.
Right. You know what's will be interesting about that is because Vader ended up redeeming himself when he
Wait.
when he threw.
That's not.
Bruv,
That's what. No, bro. Don't bring this in here, fam.
You know what
What
I'm
do
saying?
you think, bro?
bruv,
Look,
I don't think
that's
I don't
no
think
redemption, fam. That's dead,
Vader's
fam.
the Vader in it, but that's the way it's been spun to.
That-
But-
that's what the Jedi say.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what would be the interesting part of it. Because the way it's out there is like, yo, he redeemed himself by listening to his sons. Like, yo, because that's what he was fighting for in the first place. So in a sense, I can understand the argument. Yeah? It's like, yo, this whole time I was fighting for my wife. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want her to go through what my mom went through. I need to save her. Didn't save her. Now my son is here. So that's the next best thing. And I made that decision to kill my master. Do you know what I mean? So now I want to see how is Vader coming through to Ben Solo.
No, but see, it's not actually Vader, innit? It's Palpatine.
Yeah,
Because Palpatine's the one who says, "I'm every voice you've ever heard."
yeah, I know.
Do you get
But
me?
how he's gonna portray that to him? Like,
Oh
is
yeah,
it-
no, but that's
is
what I'm
it-
talking about.
Do you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I think that'd be sick.
Are we gonna get like a bit of Anakin? Like, cause you know what I'm saying? Like how?
Yeah.
Because come on, Palpatine is the sickest, bro.
Yeah, when it comes to
Do you know what I'm
manipulation
saying?
and all that.
He's a very smart guy, even as a with his sibling. Like he was like the dark horse in his family because he was just completely different. Like he was ahead of the game. So I want to see how you like. Are you gonna give us a bit of Padme? Do you know what I'm saying? Like a memory that you know that those two have, and you're just gonna put that through. So now you're looking at Granddad in the light side, and then you're gonna twist it a little bit here and there, where it's gonna rattle you. Oh, how can you do that to him? Do you know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
see, but the thing is, for me, like, look, all Palpatine to be putting into his head is flashbacks of Episode 3. You're on the Jedi Council, but you're not one of us. Just cast doubt on the Jedi, because that's what you're training. That's what your uncle is saying to you every day. Is the thing. Every day your uncle's saying, "Look, we need to be Jedi. We need to be this." But you've got Palpatine was there through that.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? All you've got to do is send that to him, bruv. How Anakin was feeling, like Anakin's mum dying, and Yoda telling him, "Don't go."
So like you cut
Your connections make you weak.
Yeah.
And then have him thinking about his mum.
Bro, because she gave him to
Luke.
To Luke.
Like,
Like even that in itself, that's child trauma as well. So you're nitpicking on that.
Exactly, bro. Palpatine's got an easy angle to run on these man, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just think I would just love a show like that. Even if that show there wasn't even live action, was animated, just like Clone Wars and Rebels and all that, I think that would be sick. And the next,
I think for live action, like the Mandalorian, they should.
bro. If it was up to me, it'd all be live action.
Yeah.
But at the same time, with an animated thing, man could get 6 seasons, 8 seasons of that. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's less drama with actors and all this other stuff. You know, Mark Hamill will be out there doing a madness, bro.
Yeah,
he won't like one script and he's gonna go mad, bro.
Yeah,
shout out to man like Mark Hamill, bro. I know you're here somewhere, fam. Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, you definitely be out in the streets, bro.
Do you know what other one I need? This what would have to be a TV show is like Prime Palpatine, fam. Played by Loki, innit?
Ooh.
Who's the other brother who looks like Loki? It either have to be played by Loki or the brother from Fantastic Beasts, Eddie Redmayne. It'd have to be one of them two, bruv. As a young,
I think
young Palpatine.
I think Loki's too
famous now. It's too much.
famous now, bro.
Redmayne's famous as well, fam.
Yeah, but he's like, come on, Avengers, bruv.
I hear what you said.
It's a whole different.
Yeah, but he's already in a family.
And even though it's Star Wars, it's just no. You know what? Give me someone fresh, bruv. Give me someone fresh, because you know why? Because I get why you would say Loki, yeah, but bruv, after reading this book, bruv, he's still not enough, bruv. Like you got to give me someone here, like when we first got Adam Driver, bruv. You know when we first got Adam Driver, bruv,
It's not Adam Driver's just walking around on road, bruv.
But there is someone who's that person, bruv, and that person is perfect for this young Palpatine.
The thing, the reason I like Redmayne, is because like he's kind of unassuming, bruv. Like, and I think a young Palpatine, maybe he would be. Maybe I'm reading Palpatine wrong, but I feel like a younger Palpatine wouldn't be as I think Palpatine's quite imposing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when Palpatine's there, not imposing like physically, bro.
Yeah.
But when Palpatine's there, he's like, we meet Palpatine, he's always respected, and that's what I mean imposing. Like people act correct around Palpatine.
Yeah.
But I want to see before he had that status, before he was the Senate, before he was that. What kind of guy was he, bro? To me, he looks like
the thing, bro.
Nah, bro. He looks like a little weasel, fam. Like
He's not. I can tell you, he's not.
not super.
Not even one bit. Bro.
I'm not talking about the youth that's bullied. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the step up from that youth. Like, who's cool, but he's a weasel, bro. He's a weasel, fam. He's not Snape.
No.
He's not Snape. He's better than Snape. He's like Tom Riddle. Like Tom Riddle. You see how Tom Riddle was, bro. You get me?
Yeah.
He's like that. But Yeah, fam.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
I would like something like that. I would think something like that. It's sick.
Man, is there anyone else I can think of? I don't know, bro. Maybe Guardians of the Wheels. That'll be interesting to see.
I'm
how-
off that, bro. Do you know why
how
I'm
would
off that,
that-
bro? Because
how
of
would
Rogue
that-
One, fam. Because of your boy, fam. What's his name, bro?
Base.
Base Mobiz and. I don't care. I don't care.
No, I think the reason why it would be more for the temple stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, and then different planets as well. Like how we're getting these things. Because to be honest, I think the most we've had with temple is in Rebels, right?
What like Jedi temples and stuff
Like,
like
yeah.
that? Yeah.
So that would be perfectly like to have that world where it's like, okay, the temple. Because remember,
But the Guardians of the Wheels is before that.
it's before that, yeah. But it in a sense, what I'm trying to get, it would be a bit of both. Do you know what I mean? So I would want to see how maybe either one of the or both.
Cool. Alright, guys, if you've got any shows, TV shows, animated ideas, comments, just general comments, if you agree with us, who would you guys pick as Loki? Was it as Palpatine or anyone else? Like, jump in the super chat or just drop a comment. We're gonna get to all of those at the end. We've got one more topic left before we get to all the super chat questions and comments, and that is like, alright, what are your thoughts? Obviously, we spoke about The Mandalorian. We've done a review of the whole season. If you ain't watched it, make sure you check it out, guys.
Missing out.
And if you're in the UK, obviously it's now on Disney Plus. Make sure you get Disney Plus. Shout out to Disney for giving us a 12-month subscription for free. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. But yeah, the question is, obviously, big news. Rosario Dawson has been cast as Ahsoka for season 2 of The Mandalorian.
That's big.
Now, like, what are your thoughts on this whole thing?
My first thought was puts a big smile. It's like I remember, like, bruv, because you know, like, cause Star Wars real life, innit?
Yeah.
So when stuff happens to people, like, it's, bruv, man can only just be happy for them, innit? Like, I remember, like, time ago when she put it out into the universe, bro. Do you know what I mean? And maybe because we have direct ties with people who are part of Star Wars.
Who we do?
They're not. Sorry, we need to put them back up. Sorry, they used to be up, but we need to put them back up. So I can only imagine, like, the people that you work with, like, as just as cool. And I've never seen Rosario in a different light. To me, Rosario, and from what I've seen, is like, has pretty much the same energy, do you know what I'm saying, as Vanessa or Freddie, do you know what I'm saying? So when she gets that, I'm like, yes. Plus, she does look like, you know, Ahsoka, bro. So, she's a great actress. And I guess we're living in this whole Ahsoka fandom right now, and we're getting quite a lot of Ahsoka. So, seeing Ahsoka in live action, it's gonna be interesting. I don't know what we're gonna get, but it's gonna be interesting.
Listen, everything you're saying about Rosario, I agree with. I'm happy she put it out there. I'm happy she got the role she wanted and all of that, fam. But I swear, I must be just the only person in the universe that don't want Ahsoka in season 2 of The Mandalorian, fam. Like, one of the things I love about The Mandalorian so much, bro, it's so focused on him, fam. Even the characters you love, bruv, they're there for 1 episode, 2 episodes max, bruv. Like, think about it. They had Gina on the show, bruv. She's there 2 episodes, I think. 2 episodes. But man loves the character, fam.
But I think that's where I don't think it's gonna be about her.
Bruv, how can they not do it? Bruv, it's just, bruv, you even said it. We're like living in the, like, bruv, like, a few years ago, everyone hated Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Now today, everyone loves her, fam.
Yeah.
And it's like, I just feel like if she comes through, you think they're just gonna do it in 1-2 episodes and it's gonna be over, fam.
I think so. Because then unless there's like a massive reason, like something grande, it's happening for
And
you.
that's what I don't
Bruv,
want. I don't want it.
Then just be here for episode 2. Like, bruv, they can easily cast it for 1 or 2 episodes, bruv. That's cool. And then like and then she just on the sheet for the next seasons.
Bro, I wanted to listen. Like, obviously, there's a rumor that she's gonna get her own show. Good, do that. But I don't think if she's gonna get her own show, you need to introduce that character to people in the Mandalorian to see how it goes. Do you get what I'm saying?
But the Mandalorian is going everywhere, so it could just be a thing where they just bump into each other. And it's like, oh, I'm Ahsoka, like, you know what I'm saying?
If you was gonna do that, why announce it like this, fam? I feel like, imagine you didn't announce it
and she just shows up,
and she just showed up on episode 5 of The Mandalorian.
That would be
the internet would
shut down.
Would shatter, bruv. Corona would stop.
Ah!
It'd finish. It'd be like, it's over. No, we lost. They kept Ahsoka a secret, fam. It'd be over.
That's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy you saying that because that would actually be.
Fam, Disney Plus would break, bruv.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah. You guys would literally trend.
Fam,
forever.
Forever. I said it would trend forever. Fam, for sure, fam.
That's crazy, yeah, man. I don't know, but I guess that.
I hear that as well, and I think my next issue is the end of The Mandalorian, bro. That last episode. I'm not gonna spoil it for whoever ain't seen it, because obviously we're in the UK. We've got a lot of UK fam. But what you know, the end scene, the very end scene. I don't want to come on, bruv.
I'm trying to remember, bruv.
There is an item.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
With how big that reveal was, fam.
Yeah, that's true.
Like next season,
I actually lost it. I know.
Next season, does next season even need gas? For me, no.
Do you know who might be? Maybe because they have someone else coming through.
See, now let's say a new character. Let's say someone like Sabine. Yeah, fam, that's fine. Let's say Sabine is in season 2. For that, to me, I'd be way more happier. I'd say nothing. I'd say nothing because she's a Mando, and we're dealing with a Mando. Now the next thing is, well, when Ahsoka shows up, she might be standing right next to Sabine. Them two might still be doing their thing together. You get me? That's fine. Like, but then why don't you announce Sabine's been cast and we get gassed about that? Do you know what I'm saying? And shed some light on a character that's probably doesn't get enough love. Do you know what I'm saying?
Or maybe Sabine Ezra.
Ezra could be back. But I don't even get. What are Ezra for, fam? Ezra's done, man.
I'm just saying, bruv. Like, cause from a perspective of like, okay, we gotta gas you guys, but there's something even bigger coming.
Bruv, what's Ezra gonna do?
I don't know.
Like, okay, do you know what? Yeah. All right. So let's say Ezra's back. Yeah. Who is Ezra now, bruv? It's been what? 30 years.
Not the pastime.
Bruv, Ezra's a big man, bruv.
Big
Big man with force powers, bruv. Like, what's he doing, bruv?
Not the pastime.
Ezra's got to be dead, fam. And if Ezra comes back, you better bring back thingy with what? Blueface with him, bruv. Thrawn. Because all of them man ain't unknown in the unknown regions.
Is Zeb still alive? Zeb?
Them man didn't go through the thing. Remember, the end of Rebels.
Oh,
Ezra
yeah,
and Thrawn, and then the space whales, and they get zoomed off, bruv.
This one's, bruv, yeah, you got Filoni behind this thing. God knows what this man is up to, bro. Think of, like, you know, I wasn't even thinking about Rebels like that until you start plugging man in, bruv. And I'm just like, now what is this man gonna do next, bruv? Like, think about it, yeah, bruv. First season, man. It's time. Do you know what I'm saying? So imagine what you're like, wait till second season, or wait till third season, wait till fourth season. Bro, just keep peppering up, bruv. Like, and I know, come on, bruv. Like, these Favreau and Filoni and the rest of the team, come on, bro. Like, it's gonna be a madness. That's all I know, bro.
Alright, guys, jump in the comment section, jump on the super chat, all of them things there. Let us know your thoughts on season 2 of The Mandalorian. Do you want Ahsoka? What characters do you want in? Do you want Sabine? Have you even watched The Mandalorian? Like, what are your thoughts? Are you gonna watch it? Are you not gonna watch it? And all of that. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna jump into the super chat,
Jeez.
comments, and questions.
It's gonna be a fun one.
Is it gonna be a fun one?
It's gonna be a fun one.
Alright,
Has
hold
come. Execute
We might have triggered
order
a couple of
66.
Jedi followers.
Bruv, I don't know. Get me? Alright, couple things first, yeah?
Scum.
Firstly, I want to do a shout out to Tim Fag Benro. Didn't happen during the show, but 4 hours ago, he became a member on YouTube. Big man Ting, shout out to you. Appreciate that love. Shout out to Zeki L. Ben, who's been a member for 3 months. 3-month birthday today. Shout out to you. Appreciate the love. Ian Israel, 4-month birthday today as well.
Jeez.
Shout out to you.
Oh my days, bro.
Get me.
What's going on?
Get me.
Some-
Next sound effects, bro. Alright, and then we've got another one.
You know you got the buttons, right?
Shout out to Andreas, who's celebrating their 7th month on YouTube as a YouTube member.
Appreciate
Shout
it,
out to
fam.
you.
Appreciate
So all of
it.
you guys, none of that happened during the show, but it was today. So I do want to shout all of that out. Appreciate you guys. You guys have helped pushing the thing forward. Get me? Alright, we've got a donation, super chat from ZIO, who says nothing. Wait, is there something there? Sam, can you help me? I'm reading no comment here. There's no comment.
No, he just put down the thing, but he did leave a comment underneath.
I'm not getting a comment here, really.
Yeah, no, he put down the thing from Zero, but then he said something underneath about, I don't really have anything to say other than, I love your channel, wish all you guys kind of success. Been looking for a while, wanted to chip in. Keep going on, fam.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Shout out to you and all of that. But, bruv, please, next time, put it in the super chat, innit?
Yeah.
I don't want Sam all here, part of the show.
Fun.
Get me? I don't want that. Sam, stay there.
You don't want
Get
enough
me?
Star Wars to be
I
part of the
appreciate,
show.
yeah, bro. I appreciate the tech support, but yeah, get me, guys. Do your job properly, so this guy don't get involved.
Oh
innit? You
my
get me?
days.
All right, yo. The next one is from Man Like Heavy Hero. Shout out to you, fam. Not even Star Wars related at all. Not
Really?
Star Wars related at all. But Heavy Hero says, keep up the good work, fellas. I'm Raven. I'm proud of you for playing Resident Evil.
Appreciate
And he
that.
did a couple
Appreciate
claps.
it, man. Appreciate
Still
that.
get me, guys. Look, if you don't know, all 3 of us have got Twitch channels. Go follow them somewhere. It's in the description, or I'm sure one of our great mods, Heather, will provide you with the links. Thank you. All right, we've got another question from Christine Games. Shout out to you.
Oh, Christine, what's good?
Shout out to you. What's good? She slapped up a super chat and she said, I think that the cinematic Star Wars journey was at a good time when episode 7 came out, but The Last Jedi created a steep downfall.
Yeah, I mean, I understand because it left a lot of questions. Like there was a lot of confusion on why we went this route. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I get it. In the past, we just went with times, you know, and I guess the formula worked then, but then something must have happened where, and I can't even understand how would this would happen. You know, if we're both assigned to the same project, but you handle this part, I'll handle this part, I would presume that would come and sit together. It's like, yo, okay, what did you do? Episode 7. I'm doing episode 8. Okay, where can I take from you, and imply my story so there's no such a big division between both episodes. And I think this is where people are kind of like upset about, like, yo, what's the point you give me that and then give me something completely different where I do, like, I undo what you did. You know, like, is that on purpose? Is that to rattle sub? Is there a reason? Because I also think that, you guys got to think about between 7 and 8, they can just push out comic books and there's your answer. Do you know what I mean? So we never really know until, like, you get a few months down the line, or maybe a year or 2 down the line, until they kind of close that gap. But until then, it's like a lot of people are going to be upset, man.
See, I don't know, man. I don't feel like 8 did anything wrong, fam. Like, I really like 8. I like Ryan Johnson's ideas and the things that he put into the movie. I just feel like with Star Wars, so many people have just preconceived notions. they believe they know where every character should go. Everyone believes that it's theirs, bruv.
That's what,
Bruv, Star Wars ain't yours, fam. Star Wars is just Star Wars, bruv. Star Wars is just the history. Like, Star Wars is the movies that come out, bruv. And, like, if it doesn't go the way you want, or a character does something that you don't agree with, fam, that's what it is, bruv. Like, so many people were like, oh, Luke shut himself off from the Force. He would never do that. He was a great hero.
Luke?
Bruv, exactly, bruv. It's been 30 years, bruv.
A lot happens.
Bruv, yeah, bruv.
Like,
and it's like, bruv, just allow it.
It's you know what, yeah? Here's the thing. First things first, fam, like, we've been spoiled. I think the internet and has kind of put us in a position where people are just spoiled and you know better than everybody else. Yet you've never written a book. You've never done, anything in this scale for you to be even us. Yeah, we'll crit that. We'll give our opinions, but man will never say, "Yo, Ryan, I'll never dare to at Ryan Johnson. Yo, your movie was dead." Like, who are you? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
these
bro.
people have put tons of work, hours. Like, if I know what we put through for the production for you lot, can you imagine what them men are doing? Like, are you insane? And this is where, like, I think, like, this whole toxic, like, some of you lot need to allow it. It's okay. Look, it's good that we don't all like the same thing. If we all like the same thing, family would be dead, innit? The whole world would be dead. Like, it would be boring. But come on, bruv. Like, you're not in the position to even think these ideas. You know what I'm saying? Now, another thing I do think is a bit mad on Ryan Johnson's side, bruv. Because when I watched the thing, I think I watched it with you.
We watched it together.
The extras, fam. Your explanation was a bit
Was
a bit mad, Ryan Johnson. Innit? Like, so you know what I'm saying? Fam,
No, okay.
It's a bit mad.
Now, there's one thing, guys. If you haven't listened to the Ryan Johnson's commentary of episode 8, for me, it's one of the worst commentaries
It's
on
mad.
a movie ever. And the thing is, I forgot you even brought that up, fam.
Bruv.
Because, bruv, listening to that commentary for me, I don't even want to say it was heartbreaking, fam, but man was disheartened, bruv.
Bruv.
Some of the reasons for some of the decisions that were made, the things he did and stuff like that. And that's the thing. I'm someone who loves it. I love episode 8. But listening to his commentary of it, his thought process in why he did that, I don't agree with it at all.
I don't know who signed that.
Get me? I don't agree with it at
I
all.
thought that was a
fam,
good
so
idea, but
I thought
man.
I thought that was mad. But obviously, when he did the commentary, it's probably before the movie came out.
Exactly.
And some of the stuff he says on there, like, these people who are hardcore Star Wars fans, I know haven't listened to it, bruv, because they'd have some real base to their arguments.
Yeah.
Like, because you can tell the man who are out there just saying stuff, and you can tell the man who know, because a man's watched the thing and it's crazy. So if you've got the DVD, the Blu-ray, or you got it on digital or whatever, listen to the commentary. It's mad. Like, it's actually mad.
But
yeah.
if you're already triggered from episode 8, don't do it.
Yeah, because
you might just end up your life or something.
Alright, cool. The next super chat comes through from Starkiller DLSH. Shout out to you. And he says, do you think Rey should train Finn?
Not the pastime. Kill it
Why?
if you have to.
Is Finn even force sensitive? I know you wanted to say something to her when they went down the thing, but I think that's just to make us think something that's not there. What's she gonna train him for?
What did you think he was going to say to her?
Maybe I love you or something. Like, cause bruv, yeah, how many times?
I think that's what I think.
And this is one thing that I actually find annoying about Finn's character. Me personally, fam, how many times are you gonna scream this guy's name, bruv? Like, Ray. It's mad. Like, I don't know. Like, yo, John. One of these days, yeah, like when you're in the ends, bruv, we need to sit down and talk, you know. Or maybe we need to come to.
No, John Boyega needs to come Sith Temple.
You need to come to Sith Temple, yeah.
Sure.
So we could have this. Fam, come on. They've got you screaming mad throughout those episodes, bro. It's crazy. Man wakes up with in a what is it? The thing with the water.
The BAFTA thing.
The first thought to them was rain, bro. Smart. But it's all bad, bro. Walking around the thing, all coming off, bro. Like, speak.
I agree with you, like, bruv. Finn's good.
I think Finn's just.
Finn's good, bruv.
Just
Finn's
something.
good. Like, Finn don't need no training, even if he is force sensitive. Bruv, train yourself, G. Fam. Get
Do you know
me?
what would be?
Like, bruv, did Ray even train?
Do you You know what would be good?
Ray just got all her powers, bro. Just day one, fam.
Yeah.
Reaches her hand out, lightning bolts come out, fam. Like, fam,
I mean, she must be super crazy right now after beating Granddad.
fam. She's everyone, isn't it? She's everyone. She's the Sith and the Jedi, fam, isn't it? She's everyone. She's the whole thing, fam.
It's crazy. What, like, where are we gonna go from there? Like,
Bruv, we're not going nowhere from there. That's over, bruv. Bruv, me personally, I don't want to see Ray, fam. Unless she's pregnant. And which I think
I think that would be.
is the best thing.
I think that would be a good way to. But how did the midichlorians would then like?
No,
because there
was a moment where Ben, like, where I said they kiss, yeah, and for me, I feel like I think he touches her. Wait, what happens?
He brings her back to life. No, because he gave her his life.
His life. Yeah. So him giving her his life should give her his life. Yeah, me like
his
the baby.
His little midichlorians.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Like the next.
That's kind of rapish, no?
Nah, it's not, bro. Nah, bro.
Where was the consent, bro? Where was the consent?
Disclaimer.
Hey, you better run that thing back on that man, bro.
Nah, fam. I don't even know what the disclaimer is for. Yo. No means no. Please get percent before all. Whatever, bro. Fam, listen. No, man gave his life to her, bro.
You still need consent, bro.
To give her your life.
Bruv,
she did not complain when she woke up, bruv. She was cool.
Bro.
And then she kissed man, bruv. Nah, bruv. Them man are connected through life, bruv. In fact, now I'm sounding mad. Get me? I'm just leaving that thing there, bruv. I'm leaving that thing there. Get me?
Oh.
That was mad.
That's mad.
No,
Bruv,
you took that somewhere crazy.
You know what? You know what's crazy? Yeah. Let me.
I don't want nothing from. I don't listen. So what I was gonna say was,
hold on.
Come on, bro.
Because this is something that is not spoken about in Star Wars, but it's actually quite a lot in the books.
What?
Like sex is not spoken about in Star Wars, like in the screens.
Yeah.
But it's almost like a taboo. But it's in the books, bruv.
I mean, it's not spoken about, but man are lenging, bruv. Anakin and Padme are waking up in bed together, shirt off and all that, bruv. Get me?
But they make it so like it's like when you come across it.
Those kids are watching, bruv.
When you're watching, it's like it makes you feel weird about it because like it's like sex and this thing like it's mad, bruv. Like you have to come across it, bruv. It's weird.
What I was gonna say is that if we was gonna do another episode, I'd like it to be 30-40 years in the future. Ray's old, so you can recast Daisy Ridley, and it's her children. Her children are old. She's got 2 twin sons. Like she's had like 5 kids, bro.
In what
Tatooine or
Tatooine?
whatever, or moved on. Hopefully, moved on. Get me? All the kids are the same age.
Nah.
She had like 6 of Kylo's kids.
Nah,
So,
I would.
In an episode movie, there was nowhere else you go. See, look, you just want the end of it. They can't be on Final Fantasy. You can't be on Fast and the Furious 12 and have Star Wars end on episode 9, bro. That's too much, bro.
I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna move on, but I'm glad they kind of like closed that. If they've closed it, but we need to move. But we need to move on, bro. We need to move on from this, fam.
No, we don't. We just need more. Like, bro, for me, I don't think there's an issue with continuing the episodes and then still having shows, spin-off movies, and all this, bruv. Like, why we have got to move away, bruv? Why?
Like, no, move away from Rey and the Skywalkers, bruv. Like, bruv, give me someone else. Bruv, give me a new adventure. Like, for
you
Star
can have
Wars.
new adventures over the bruv. Rey's not a Skywalker, innit? Regardless of whether she's walking around saying she's a Skywalker.
Bruv, didn't she say, bruv? She was like, woman asked, yo, what? I'm a Skywalker.
No, she ain't nothing. She ain't no relation to Anakin, fam.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, not in my eyes.
Well,
Anakin's the true bloodline.
maybe because thing went through, innit? Like,
alright, so the
midichlorians,
next...
No,
I'm done with you. Alright, so the next super chat comes from man like the infamous Dr. Waffle House.
Oh, cheats.
Shout out to man like Dr. Waffle
Appreciate you,
House.
fam.
Funding the whole universe,
Bruv, man had me up till like 4 in the morning the other day, bruv. It's mad.
Pause.
Bruv, man don't need to come on, bro.
Man had me up till like 4 in the morning. That is a pause. That is a pause.
I'm done with you, bro.
I'm just gonna pause.
Right, cool.
Listen.
do
It's
what
for
you
me.
gotta do, bro.
It's not for you.
Alright, cool.
Pause.
Cool.
Alright. He says, I relate to Obi-Wan the most, so I guess I'm a Jedi. Is it possible the future Old Republic films to change your mind on a Jedi or no chance?
Well, from my knowledge that I have all the way back there, far as I know, before we even got to the Republic, I think it was 4 individuals who left the Jedi, went to the next planet, I think is Malachor, and that's where everything else came about, right? So, I mean, I haven't played the games, so I don't know much about that particular timeline. Do you know what I mean? But the Jedi has pretty much been doing the same thing over and over again, which is insane.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
it's not insane.
Right.
Because they won. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
They
they
won.
beat Bane and them, man. Do you know what I'm saying? In that war, they beat the Sith. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, Bane is the one who did the
Yeah,
thing, bro.
Bane, yeah, but that's the Jedi winning. Like if you're on the Jedi side,
Yeah.
and then one Sith comes and murks all of this other Sith
Yeah.
with a bomb.
Yeah.
The Jedi won that, bro.
That's what they believe.
Yeah, this is my point. So they wouldn't. Why would we change tactics? All
Right.
the Sith have been destroyed. But
Right.
Bane was smart enough to be like, oh, all of us beefing each other is what's making us lose in general. So I'm murking everyone and I'm taking one apprentice, rule of 2 starts, boom, run
Okay.
with that.
Okay.
Get me? And then that's when the Sith take whatever, 60 years, 70 years, to make it full circle, all the 66.
Okay.
So, no, what the Jedi's doing, I wouldn't say is insane, generally, because when people are winning, they tend to do the same thing, as opposed to continue to evolve. Some man continue to evolve. That's how you stay on top, but some man don't. You get me? But would the Old Republic movie change my thoughts on the Jedi? I don't know, because me personally, it's like, I just feel like I line up more in line with like how the Sith move. Like even when man reads the code's about passion. The code's about not believing in the fake peace that is around us. Like in IRL, that's Joe. Get me, like, bruv, man. I only follow things, you know what I'm saying? The Cybernuts, passion, basketball, passion. Like that's man follows passion, bruv. And also, like the things outside, the peace outside, like the news and that, man don't believe in them things there, bruv. Get me? So that's why I feel like genuinely I line up with this. But I think I'm not against the Jedi, bruv. Like there's certain Jedi, I'm against like the house, the temple, and all the stuff that they're preaching. But I'm not against Obi-Wan. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not against Qui-Gon. I'm not against individuals. I would like the Old Republic to show me good individual characters. If they do the Old Republic, do it more like Game of Thrones, where there's someone everywhere that I can relate to,
Right.
but I don't have to side.
Pick
I don't
sides.
have to. No, you can pick sides, but I don't have to side with their cause.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I would like, because I feel like right now with where we're at, episodes 1 to 9, I'm Sith, dark side, boom, nothing can change me. But if we go Old Republic, I'd like to see multiple factions that I'm like, I'm feeling this brother, and I'm feeling this chick over here, and them 2 man over there. You know what I'm saying? I would like to be in a scenario like that, where it's like, if them man, or them man win, I'm Gucci. But if them man there over there win, I'm icy. I'd love something like that to happen,
Right.
bruv. Like just like with where Game of Thrones got me in it. So that's my answer to that. What did? Oh, you said no.
Yeah.
You said no. There's nothing they could do for the Jedi.
I don't know, man. Nah, listen. It's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
I don't know, bruv. Like if they showed me 5 different Jedis, bruv, and they was all battling to be the first head of the Jedi Council, and all them man had different philosophies, bruv. I'm just saying, bruv. There's ways, fam, because if they take it back further enough to where the Jedi is young enough to not be how they are
Right now.
in 1,000 years or 100 years, there could be some spicy stuff in there. And even the first loser or the winner, who then they vote out, goes and starts the Sith. Imagine that.
Who was he? Oh man, I'm trying to remember the name of the dudes who left. Damn it, man.
Yo. Alright, so yeah, Dr. Wolfhouse, that's the answer for you. Shout out to, this is the first member that's become a member during one of the live shows.
Oh snap!
Shout out to I feel like it's supposed to be Omega Prime, but it's Omega Prime. Omega Prime 1090. Shout out to you for becoming a YouTube member.
Welcome to the fam.
Appreciate you, fam.
Welcome to the fam.
Appreciate you. No comment, and then Omega Prime also dropped a $3 donation with no comment.
Just out here, just
Question.
supporting the fam. Just supporting the fam.
Just out here
That's it.
supporting the thing. But brother, that brings us to the end of the comments and questions, fam. That brings us to the end of the first ever live episode of Sith Temple, fam.
That was light.
It was light, bro.
It was light.
It was light, fam.
It was light. It was light.
It was light. It was light. But guys, what we're gonna be doing is Raven kind of spoke the thing already, but we're gonna be starting up a Sith Temple only Patreon section.
Oh, was that like a?
Yeah. It was a big
reveal.
It was a big reveal.
Big reveal.
But you already spoiled it.
Did I do it at Ahsoka?
Get me? But it's cool. That's gonna be happening. So what we're gonna be doing there is we're gonna be releasing all of our Star Wars content early for you guys. That's gonna be the place where you can come in and give us topics for the next live Sith Temple. There's gonna be lots of things happening there, all Star Wars based, all for you guys, innit? So if that interests you, head over to patreon.com/cybernerds and sign up. Get me? We're gonna get that. But shout out to everyone who's been here in the comments, helping moderator, helping with the tech support, everyone, man. Shout out to all the new members, old members. Shout out to all of our patrons who are keeping the lights on, making the show run. Guys, we're gonna be back live next week, Sunday, 7:30, with another brand new, never before seen show on the Cyber Nerds channel.
4 weeks in a row.
No one knows what this is.
Why does this man keep saying, "Whoa, he's got buttons, bruv"?
No one knows what this is. No one knows what this show is, and it's gonna be here next week.
Yeah, and your boy Sam will be back in case you're missing.
Sam
will be back.
Sam will be back. But anyway, guys, thanks for checking us out. Make sure you're checking out all the new videos. Make sure you're checking out all the exclusive videos on Patreon. Other than that, I'm Joe, one further the Cyber Nerds.
Raven the GS.
And we'll see you on another episode of Sith Temple. It's not
Good transition.
There you go.
Did you hear the transition?